Do you have anxiety at seemingly random parts of the day without really knowing why? Well, if so, you should know that low blood sugar and anxiety often go hand in hand. And for many people, it's actually one of the biggest reasons for their anxiety issues. Scandinavian Bob here, hi. As a former anxiety sufferer myself, my goal with this channel is to make hundreds of videos with all kinds of tools and tricks on how to cope with anxiety. So if anxiety is something that you struggle with, consider subscribing. Click on the little bell icon and let's get going. Okay, so first let me say that I'm not saying that low blood sugar is the cause behind all anxiety problems, because we all know that there are hundreds of reasons behind anxiety. But I am saying that no matter what your reason is, fast drops in blood sugar is definitely going to make it much worse. And yes, for some people, fixing the blood sugar crashes can really make such a big difference that it is the very thing that makes them overcome their anxiety altogether. You see, depending on what you eat, the blood sugar is going to rise and then after some time come back down again, as it should. And if you eat sugar or a lot of fast carbs, the rise and dips are going to be bigger and more aggressive. Now, here's the deal. When the blood sugar is on its way up, everything is fine and dandy, but depending on how high and how fast it spiked, it is going to come crashing back down hard. If you eat a lot of fast carbs or sugar, the levels go up so high that when they fall back, they will often even crash down below your baseline blood sugar levels. Now, when this happens, we are much more prone to anxiety, brain fog, and so on. This is because our reptilian brain is still living in the caveman area. And when the blood sugar drops too fast, the brain interprets that as potential danger. You see, if you are not on a ketogenic diet, your brain is running on glucose. And when the crash happens, your brain thinks that it's running out of fuel. So it sounds the alarm by activating the alarm center in your brain, and thus making you much more likely to get anxiety and even panic attacks. But wait, that's not all, because in order to counteract the blood sugar crash, the adrenal glands pump out a massive amount of cortisol and adrenaline into your bloodstream. It does this because cortisol raises the blood sugar, but here's the problem. Adrenaline and cortisol are such powerful stress hormones that they alone have the power to cause a full-blown anxiety response for a lot of people, especially people who are a bit more sensitive to stress. So what should we do about all of this? Well, there are a couple of options. Option 1. Reduce your total carb intake a bit and eat low glycemic index foods. This is the easier option, and if option number 2 is too extreme for you, this is something I can recommend for everyone. Your body does not have to go through any transition period, and it helps eliminate the aggressive blood sugar spikes, and that makes the calm down so much more gentle. Option 2. Go on a ketogenic diet. Now, many people don't like this diet, but the fact is that it can be very effective for reducing anxiety. If you get used to it though, it has some serious calming effects, since it both eliminates the blood sugar crashes and the ketogenic diet also increases the neurotransmitter GABA in the brain. And you should know that that neurotransmitter is responsible for relaxation and slowing down the signaling in your nervous system in a good way. Okay, so I really recommend you start giving this a lot of thought, and at the very least start reducing your total carb intake a bit while making sure you eat low glycemic index carbs. And if you want to take it one step further, I would recommend you at least try the ketogenic diet for at least 8 weeks and then see what it does to your anxiety. Now, while the two options I just mentioned work for a lot of people, they tend to take time before you see results, so keep going with it and don't stop after just a few days. That said, I know, in most cases when you have bad anxiety, you want something that gets rid of the problems fast. If that's the case, I have got good news for you, because faster solutions exist. For info on a powerful all-natural anxiety treatment you can take at home and within moments notice a significant anxiety reduction, then type in naturalhealthevolution.com/anxiety into your URL address bar browser right now and hit go. Listen, life is too short to have to go through it with constant elevated anxiety levels. So go to naturalhealthevolution.com/anxiety right now to learn how an easy-to-use treatment can potentially clear your anxiety faster than anything you ever tried before. Alright, I hope you found this informative, and as always, I wish you all the best in your journey to become the strongest version of yourself. This is Scandinavian Bob signing out for today, and remember that you are a warrior in your own life, and if you keep walking the warrior's journey, good things will come to you.